Thank you, Michaela, and thank you all for supporting us in the past. You invested about 2 years ago, I think. And more importantly than the investment dollars, you also gave us Kent Helfrich, who's our chairman of the board now, and been tremendously helpful to us in our development. So the update is this: we have finally signed our deal with Patel, the largest national lab in the country, and we have signed our deal with our manufacturing partner, Entrotech, and so they can make now roll-to-roll films at 60 and 72 inch wide at about 100 feet a minute, which means we can scale this product. So when somebody asks us for 90 million square feet of something, we can deliver it. The IP portfolio, we have 65 patents from Patel and 35 trade secrets that we're leveraging, which gives us a moat that we think that competitors won't be able to replicate. So that combination, I think, is what sets us apart. Even as we see some competition emerging from China and South Korea, we'll have an edge. And more and more people are paying attention to supply chain issues, and so we make all of our films right here in the U.S. So why invest now? We are ready to go with our $70 million turnkey manufacturing facility. Our portfolio, I mentioned, we have OEM traction. We've been working with automotive manufacturers for 6 years now. We have 2 new engagements in that space for battery warming on electric vehicles. And we also now have engaged with NASA and Honeywell for applications in aerospace and outer space. New opportunity down the road will be for what's called controlled environment agriculture, greenhouses. And let's see, our current pipeline looks like EV batteries, consumer products, and architecture. So the reason that we're talking about consumer products is to get a product in market quickly, and that means near-term revenues would be pizza bags and chafing dishes and things like that. There's no UL approval, there's no high heat, there's no high voltage, and so we think we can get those rolled out this year, start making revenue while we pursue those other bigger markets and bigger opportunities. The other thing that comes with our partnership with Patel is defense revenue. They have already told us about 2 defense applications or military applications that we will never know about where they go. They'll just send us an order for a particular kind of heater, and we'll deliver it to either their address or somewhere they tell us. We don't have to get involved in any of that, the details of that. And then, of course, the capital efficient model. We're leveraging all these other resources, and we don't have to build a factory. It's ready to go. I mentioned our pipeline. We're engaged right now. I've told you before, I have snow melt in my house. For 6 years I've been running that. It's also heating my kitchen and my sun porch. So we're getting more serious about those. We're engaged in a couple of airplane hangar opportunities and snow melt at OSU Airport. The 2 automotive I told you about, food service, and then our next pilot run we expect to be done in about 3 weeks. So that'll be the test of whether we have something we can sell here in the summer of 26. We're raising our Series A now. We are also offering an option to, if you have only interest in investing in, say, architecture or only mobility or only medical, those are options that are available if you're not interested in the high level or platform level. We see that translating to our exit scenarios too. In fact, we're rather confident that somebody may want to exit or only acquire the mobility applications. They don't care about snow melt. So those are options down the road. We've already raised 1.5 of our $5 million, and we're looking to close this round at the end of June. And this is an example of the near-term revenue opportunities. So when I mentioned pizza bags and chafing dishes and things like that, also outdoor furniture, this is how these heaters are made today. These are sewing machines. They've been operating since the 1990s. They have a capacity limitation. 400,000 units a year is all they can make. They're selling everything they can make. This is our roll-to-roll facility in New Albany, Ohio, and that's where I mentioned the 60-inch wide films that can roll 100 feet a minute. We think we can make 6 million units a year, far lower cost, and the scale is what drives that. So when I first started doing this years ago, it was $35 a square foot. Now we're down literally under $1 a square foot for our heaters. And we have not abandoned the paint applications. If you don't see an application for film, we can still do it as a spray applied coating in all those applications. So those are the highlights, and we are happy to take referrals to others or new investors as well.